Well, welcome to my video, Curlfriends. Hello and welcome to my video. I am Mickey B. I know you know that already, but for those of you who are new, I am Mickey B. Have we met? If not, it's nice to meet you. Welcome to another session of rehabilitation where we do our hair together. I sound like an infomercial, don't I? But just in case someone new is out there wondering what is this about, I just like to say in the beginning, it's just where we do our hair together, where we are on a regular routine every Wednesday night and every Sunday, where we moisturize, feed our hair, moisturize our hair, and deep condition our hair on Sundays. And on Wednesdays, we just do a midweek refresh, which is what we're doing today. This is week 10, Wednesday of week 10, and we're just going to do a midweek refresh. Now, I have my hair, I just took my braids out, but I wanted to show you the definition. Look at that definition in this hair that I'm getting. And this is from using the shea butter. My hair has always responded to the shea butter. The weight of the shea butter and how the shea butter just defines my curls. So I left it like this because I wanted to show you what it looked like, number one. And number two, I wanted to show you that I just take two little towels, two of my little hair doing towels, where I henna and do all the other stuff. I have a pack of 12 of these. And so I just pin two of these together. I meant to say this on Sunday, but I didn't get around to it. I pin two of these together like that to just create a little hole. And then I just slide it over my shirt. And that way I've got a little protection. So this is what I do to keep all that product from getting on my hair. And I always like to share with you when I do anything differently to my hair or to my routine. When I add or change or modify anything, I like to share it with you. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I had to cut them. I had to cut these nails. I could not function. This was just like, I don't know how people do it. I had to leave them ratchet nails alone. Yeah. I had to cut these fingernails because I just could not function. I couldn't type on the keyboard right. When I would touch my hand like this, I wouldn't touch my skin, wouldn't touch skin. Trying to put my contact lenses in were a project on its own. It was just too much. It was just too much. And people pay to get them nails that long. I just can't do it. Sorry. So that is what I wanted to share with you today also is that I had to let these nails go. I actually still have little short ones, but they are more the active length, the length that makes sense. So let's move on to hair because I want to make this quick. And again, the other reason why I went ahead and took my hair down like this is because I'm not going to do a whole lot of moisture. My hair right now, if you could feel my hair, you would feel that it's really moist right now. It's really very soft, like a cottony. 1, 2, 3. Do I have everything? Yeah. Let me just pull out all my goodies here, and then we will go ahead and get started because this is going to be quick. I got some other videos that I'm working on. Ooh, I don't know. Let's just do that. So I got some other videos that I'm working on. I'm going to try and get some more recorded. Oh, there we go. Get some more things recorded, edited, and trying to stay on schedule, trying to stay ahead of the game. Because, you know, when you start doing this stuff regularly, which as you see, I've recommitted to my channel and trying to keep interesting content on my channel and trying to stay on schedule. And keep in mind, you guys, I'm working full-time job, which I love it. I love being busy, but every now and then it does catch up with you. So I'm trying to keep my discipline going so I don't experience that, where I'm just falling behind, over-promising, under-delivering, you know the drill. So, and wherever I can simplify, I'm going to do so. Which explains why my hair looks like this, because I'm going to try and work within these sections that I just took down to make it easy just to braid it back up. give it a little bit of moisture. It doesn't need much right now. The only area really that needs moisture, that's I feel that is the most dry, is just right here all the way down. But the actual braided part, it's holding the moisture very well. So and I'm doing good with my Jamaican black castor oil on the edges. So I'm maintaining that. I'm not doing it twice a day like I want to, but I'm doing it at least once a day. So we are good with that. So I've done a little bit of moisture right here. I'm just going to pop on a clip real quick on this side, and then I have to show you an update of Mount Baldy. And hopefully it's not one of those bright light versions where the light shines so bright you can't really see it. So I'll just move a little bit, because sometimes when I'm editing I'm like, oh, you can't even see it because the light was so bright on it. So I'm hoping that I get it. That's why I try to give that a few minutes when I do it. So yeah, so that's what's happening there. Let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm not going to do a lot. Again, I'm just maintaining now. So I'm keeping it as light as possible because I don't want my hair burdened down with unnecessary product, especially since I'm doing this regularly. But just like we have to eat every day, our hair needs to eat. It needs to be fed. It needs to be moisturized. It needs to be cared for. And but we don't need to overdo it. We don't need to give it a weight problem, if you will, like I have. No, but yeah. So I just want to make this quick and get in and out of here. Like I said, I'm trying to really bring a lot of things to my channel. I really have a lot of ideas of things that I want to bring to my channel, and I'm excited to try and get them done. And I'm finally in a position to be successful with that. But what I don't want to do is put too much on myself, because I'm very good at doing that as well. So, you know, that whole superwoman trap we fall into, I don't want to fall into that trap anymore. I'm trying to stay far, far away from the superwoman trap. I know some of you guys are aware and know what that's about. And that was more so when Janaea was small. She was in school and I was actually working full time, like going into the job, driving, doing all that, dropping her off at school. That was a lot, but it's funny. You do what you have to do when you have to do it. And, you know, I got through it. Janaea had a good upbringing. We made it. She graduated high school, went to college, graduated college. Now she's doing her own thing. So now I can relax and do my thing. My life has been handed back to me. And once I embraced it and accepted it, then I'm like, you know what? I have had so many things that I wanted to do. Let me just focus on me. So that is what I'm doing. And that, I believe, is a big part of the reason why I am able to do what I'm doing now and maintain thus far and keep this flow going. And there's always, I'm that type of person that there's always a list of things that I want to do. I can't sit still. It's just too boring for me. I need to be doing something. I need to be involved in something. As you can see, sometimes when I'm talking, I'm just all over the place. I segue here, there, and over there. Just like right now, you notice how lightly I'm putting everything on, because I don't want to be here all night. It's 10 o'clock and that's pretty early for me. And like I said, I have other things that I want to get done. So I don't need to just, you know, blast a whole bunch of product on here when my hair is already maintaining it very nicely. So I'm excited because I'm at the point where I can do that now, and my hair doesn't look like it's suffering because of it. But yeah, so that is the plan. So since we're talking about me trying to do all of this stuff, let me just give you an idea for those of you guys who are watching my other videos. I'm trying to the reason I changed shea butter, the reason I changed the name of my channel when I did from what was I? Oh, natural strong hair back in the day when I first started with hair, and I changed it to IAmMickeyB. Is because when I was natural strong hair, I started to branch out in YouTube and do all these other things. I learned how to do the extreme couponing. I was doing the Dollar Tree hauls. So I started doing the Dollar Tree hauls. I did the extreme couponing. I was doing a little blog here or there with Janaea because she was still small. So I was doing little silly things with her to keep her entertained and, you know, being a parent. And I kind of had, you know, I'm more than one-sided. I was more than just hair. I was more than just Dollar Tree. It's like I am IAmMickeyB. IAmMickeyB consists of a whole lot of things. I'm always into something, I'm telling you. So that is why I changed my name to IAmMickeyB. And MickeyB encompasses all the stuff that I'm trying to show you guys right now. And that's what I was never able to get off the ground back in the day because I had to be a mom. I was working full-time. Then I had quit my job, and then I started my own business at home, and then that even took time. Even though it allowed me time to be a parent and be there for Janaea, it still didn't allow me the time that I needed to do what I wanted to do with my channel. So I was always working against something because I had so many responsibilities that I had to handle. And the type of person that I am, I don't shuck my responsibilities. That's priority. That takes priority over everything. So if my responsibility takes me away from putting food on the table or paying my bills, then I had to, you know, segue and manage those responsibilities, because this is more like a hobby. It's something I enjoy doing. It's fun. It can be not stressful. I won't say stressful. You put stress on yourself. Like, you guys don't demand anything from me. It's me putting it out there. So I can't say it's stressful in that regard. This is Jamaican black castor oil that I'm putting on my parts and on my edges. So people make it stressful, I think, because it becomes their sole source of income. I think that's where the stress comes from for a lot of people. And like I said, I'm working full time, so right now I can allow my channel to grow as I've recommitted to it, and I don't have the pressure of, you know, you guys gotta watch my videos, I need to pay my bills, and I'm glad about that. And that relaxes me and allows me to be more creative and to be more productive. So the new strategy that I'm taking with my channel is one where all the different areas of my life that I enjoy and want to share with you guys, I'm creating those different segments, like my cooking, my hauls from the Dollar Tree, my Dollar Tree walkthroughs, my gift ideas. I'm going to do a lot more of those, as many as I can get done on a regular. What else? My little DIY crafts. And if you notice, and did I say hair? I think I said hair. If I didn't, and hair. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying to simplify my channel in the sense that all the different things that I'm doing, they're all going to be like easily identifiable. So like all of my hair videos have a pink background. If you notice, all my thumbnails look the same, so you'll know, oh, that's a hair video. And then all of my Dollar Tree hauls and walkthroughs have a red background, and then my cooking has a green, so etc. So I'm trying to color code everything, so if you're ever, you know, skimming through my channel, you'll know what videos are what, and what, you know, what to look out for. You'd be like, oh, pink, these are all the hair ones. And I'm also creating playlists. And I'm using the YouTube functions, or not functions, what do you want to call those? Not accessories, but the, what's the word I'm looking for? The different things they give you to enhance your video or to put word out. The different features, tools. I'm using all the YouTube tools that they've made available to creators to use to get their channel, you know, to the point where they want to get it. So this is fun for me now because I'm rebuilding, I'm working my way towards something, and I have a plan of action, which I didn't have before. Before I was just trying to get stuff out and just not really knowing what are you doing, what are you trying to do, what do you want to do. And it's important when you're trying to establish anything, going into it blindly and just doing stuff and you don't know why you're doing it, then how are you ever going to be successful if you don't know where you're trying to get to? And then if you do know where you're trying to get to, then how are you trying to get there? So these are all the things that I never sat down, took the time to ask myself or figure out. And this time around I've done that, and it's made such an impact on how things are going. And hopefully you guys have noticed the difference in, you know, my consistency, because I was nowhere near consistent. I would start something and you wouldn't see me again, you know, because life kept happening. It just wasn't a good time, and I didn't have a strategy. I didn't have a strategy at all. So I'm happy to say that sometimes, and I'm a big believer, that things happen as they should and when they should. And that was something that I wanted to do at that time that I was trying to do it, but it wasn't time for me to get that done. There were things going on in my life that needed my attention and that I had to address to get me to this point right here. So whenever you think things might not be going your way, ooh, that's a good scratch. Or you're frustrated because you're trying to get something done and it's just not happening the way you want it or when you want it, just know things happen as they're supposed to. There are no mistakes, there are no accidents. You're being prepared to get to where you're trying to get to, and you're also, this is what I believe, and you're also being tested to see how bad you really want it. So if there's something that you really want to do, you will always be able to have that opportunity to get it done. If it's not happening when you're trying to get it done, don't give up on it. If you truly want it, you won't give up on it, and you'll remain persistent, and it will come. Okay, so those are my words of wisdom for today that I didn't even know I was going to be giving, because you know me, I just open my trap and start talking. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So my channel is going, you know, and I'm still in the process of changing, revamping, and it all, you know, requires time, patience and time, and to really execute your plan. Just don't get out there haphazardly and expect to, you know, things to be perfect. Because let's say you did just jump out there haphazardly, you're really not in a position for things, and you were really successful right off the bat, and you didn't plan for it. Now you can't handle the success. So it's important to really take time and think about what you want to do and why you're doing something. That's so important. When I made my couponing video, that was the first thing that I told people in couponing. Why do you want to learn how to coupon? What is your objective? You got to have an objective to know what you're going to do, and if you're even going to be successful in what you're doing. Because if you don't know what you're doing, how you know you're successful at what you're doing? What was your goal? To just jump in here and be confused? So it makes a difference, and I try to apply that theory to everything that I do now. Even with this rehabilitation, what is my objective? Well, I think you guys all know I'm trying to get my hair back to a healthy state. And so that will help determine my success with this whole rehabilitation series. Where am I? Oh, and I have to think, because once I start talking, you know, I start forgetting stuff. But yeah, so my objective for this was to get my hair back on track, and I know me now, and I know how I work. I hate doing my hair, and if you know me from back in the hair days, I'm lazy with my hair. I always look for hair shortcuts. I'm not the foo-foo glam type of chick, you know, I'm casual, you know, casual, bare minimum to the hair. I want healthy hair, and I want to be able to do bare minimum, but that's about it. I'm not putting in too much extra time on that. I'm not trying to walk out here looking like all made up with makeup and stuff. That's because I got too many things I'm trying to do, And the time that it takes, that I see people put forth to that, I'm not willing to give to walk around here just to look cute. You know, that's just, to me, not productive. Now, I can look cute for an occasion and you'll get ready for that, but the everyday thing, that's not me. And I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. I want you to see me, the true me. I am Mickey B. What you see is what you get. No fronts, no keeping up with nobody. I don't have time for all that. I got a goal. When you have a goal and you're focused on reaching your goal, you're not worried about what nobody else is doing, because you're trying to reach your goal. So that will be your focus. So I am on that page, and like I say, I want my rehabilitation series to reflect my objective, and that's me trying to get my hair right and to get it in a healthy state. And then from there, then I will segue and maybe revisit the whole goal of this. But the other objective of this hair series is to provide support to somebody who, you know, has to do their hair and probably hates doing it like me and just wants to have somebody in the background talking about nothing like me. Just somebody running their mouth just to keep you company, somebody to watch and look at, and, you know, but to motivate you. Because I will say a lot of these videos are definitely motivating. When I watch, when I've seen some of the clean with me's, I would watch them, but I'm like, who needs a video to get you motivated to clean? But I've actually feel like those, I've seen a few of them inspire me to do a few things. So I'm like, you know what, you watch enough of these, they really do work. So I figure if people see the commitment that I made to my hair, and if they can see that regular care of your hair will produce results where your hair can improve and get healthy, I think people need to see that. Because what we always see are people reviewing products and they just, you know, use it a couple times and then they go on to the next one, but nobody puts in the time to really show, you know, that you have the consistency is what pays off. But people don't see that. And so they just end up falling in the, come on piece of hair, they end up falling in the same trap as everybody else, going from product to product and trying to see, oh, this product works for me or that product works for me, and not really knowing if that's the case because you haven't really given it enough time to let you know for sure if it's working. Because just because a hair product says it's going to do something or it's geared towards doing this on your hair, you don't know that that's really the case. Did I do this already? I don't think so. You don't know that that's really the case, that that's really what's happening with your hair, or if it's really doing what it says it's gonna do, oops, for your hair. And but this, to me, this is why this whole basic hair care, moisture, feeding my scalp. Now I know a lot of people probably have a problem seeing me put grease on my hair, you know, using some of the old school techniques, but I know my hair and I know what my hair likes. And that's another thing. It's like you can see that everybody does not have to follow the same routine or fit in the same mold, but everybody should be doing something regularly. That's the main moral to the story. Regularly take care of your hair. And to me, really 2 days a week is not asking a lot. Even though it comes by quickly or comes up quickly, it feels like it's a lot. But that's because I'm not used to doing anything. I'm very hard-headed. I'm always given bare minimum. And so for me, 2 days is a huge commitment. But some people who might like playing in their hair might like to do something more often, or someone's hair might need it more often. Whatever the case is for each person, it will vary. But time, discipline, and consistency is where you're going to get your payoff. And so that's another objective of my rehabilitation series. And that's something that I'm hoping that this series is going to portray to everybody who's watching. And I'm hoping that it will grow and that people will join along, share their hair stories or issues that they have or solutions that they found to an issue that they might have, because this is also can be used as a forum for hair. I'm just putting my situation on display, but I know I'm not the only one out there with a situation in their hair, and there could be somebody who's dealt with something and they want to share what that was and how they overcame it, or if they're looking for solutions. And that's the beautiful thing about YouTube, when you have a community and you share something that you're experiencing, or you have a question about something, you never know who's watching who could give you feedback that will help you get to a resolution. So that's really a wonderful part about YouTube. And I just experienced that when I was telling you guys about my FSA situation when I got the new glasses. And I don't have the doggone computer in front of me, but I forgot your name. I know you. We just communicated. I went to Amazon, saw the products, but I'm gonna type it on the screen. But just off the cuff, you know, I'm old, so I can't remember it unless it's in front of me. But I remember that you were very helpful when I threw that out there, and she shared something with me that I had no idea, and I was like, who knew? So YouTube is great for that. So when you get in a great community that's really, you know, offering you something productive, and you can, it's basically a virtual support group. It's a virtual support group where we hope to get results on the health of our hair. So my thing is, if I'm going to put time into something, I want to get something out of it. That's important. You should be getting something out of things that you do. Everything just shouldn't be empty. And being able to share it with people who might, you know, benefit from it as well is always a good thing for me. I enjoy doing that. I've always enjoyed doing that. So I'm done, as you can see. Thanks for hanging in there with me and listening to me yip yap as usual. You know, I like to share with you guys different things that just come into my head the day of. So these videos the conversations are very organic. Once I start talking about something, I know I can carry you for a couple hours, but I don't want to keep you here all night. But as you can see, and I also like to do this as well, again, just to show it doesn't have to take forever. It can just be something quick. And as you see, I came on here, I wasn't even ready. And I had to get everything out. I had to put my little bib on, you know, but I made it simple. I just unraveled the braids, kept the same sections, you know, minorly adjusted them. Sorry, that was my brush falling. Now the only thing too for me, this is where I started messing up, trying to rush in this part, but I was gonna say the only thing that's really wonderful for me right now while doing this is the fact that I'm working from home and I don't have to mess with my hair. And that is the biggest blessing of all right now with this, because I can get away with just these 2 ponytails and really leaving my hair alone. And that I feel really fortunate, because if I was going into work, I couldn't do this. And I don't really want to have to, you know, get a wig or some hair piece or something to put on. I just want to be able to let my hair breathe, let it, you know, just leave it alone and just give it a break. And it's really appreciating that. And I know it because it told me, and it told me in it told me in how it is responding to what I'm doing. So on that note, I've stalled, I've cleaned my counter, I've taken care of everything I needed to take care of. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out and say thanks so much for watching. I look forward to this series growing. If you're new, please come back. Please come and do your hair. Whatever you do to your hair, come back and do it with us. And let's all grow together, get healthy together, and support each other. Because I'm telling you, doing hair, it can be a job. As much as we might like it, once you have to do something on a regular basis, it's work. But you get a good return on your investment when you take the time to make the commitment to your hair. So again, I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this series and share it. And leave me a comment if you would like to share something with me or with the group. And I'll see you on Sunday of week 11. Bye-bye.